Hello everybody, Richard here from the Sodak motorcycle blog. It is getting close on, actually it's 12:03 Mountain Time, August 2nd, 2020, at the junction of Wyoming Highway. I can't remember it. I can't remember what the number is, but I'm at that junction where it meets up with 212. And well, today we're doing Beartooth Highway, Highway 212, between Red Lodge and Cook City. Now we're not going to Cook City. Basically, you can see that sign there. You turn left from here, that takes you into Cook City, one of the northeast entrance to Yellowstone. Oh heck, is that a? God, was that? I don't know what the hell that is. What the hell? Kind of like a badger almost. I don't think there'd be a badger up here. Who knows? Anyways, so let's go. Let that car get by from South Dakota. All right, here we go. Right now we got some construction on this road. Shocking. You can see today we actually kind of lucked out. It might be not too bad. Granted, we're not to the top yet, but we're kind of in that time of frame where you need to be coming up, where you can probably get decent weather. Because much earlier in this, I mean, hell, this thing doesn't open until I think about the third week of June sometimes. Maybe earlier. It's quite late in the year when it opens. And I've heard, I mean, it'll snow up here every month of the year easily. If you're coming through here and it's kind of cloudy and cool and a little rainy, like, you know, not very warm in Cody or Red Lodge, guess what? Don't even bother coming up, especially with the bike, because you're probably going to get stuck in snow. And then you're going to get famous on Facebook for being one of those dumbasses who said, I'm going to go up Beartooth Highway when it's snowy. Don't be that guy. Check the forecast. Now, I know someone's going to post on there, well, I've been through there in September and didn't have an issue. Yep, I'm not saying you won't have issues, or you won't. I'm not saying that you're not gonna. I'm not saying you're not gonna have issues. What I'm saying is weather's a tricky thing, especially when you get up over. Especially when you get up over 10,000 feet, weather gets screwy up here. So just keep that, or up there. Just keep that in mind, please. Like I said, you don't want to be one of those famous guys who had to leave the bike up there because, well, it was snowy and they couldn't get through. Because then usually, I think it's Montana DOT likes to make fun of you. Basically says, hey, look what these morons did. Look at the forecast before you go. I said, I know. I bet you my first comment on this video has something to do with, I went up there in August or September, you know, and it was fine. If you really want to get up here though, like last 2 weeks of July, first 2 weeks of August, I would advise that. The only other time I came up here, it was it was like the last week of August. And although it didn't snow on us, it was a chilly morning in Cody and it didn't get much warmer the whole way. And I think by the time we got to the summit, I don't think it was over 30 degrees, to be honest with you. We had every bit of gear we had on. That's the first time I'd ever had every bag on the bike emptied out, because it was my old V-Star at the time. And honestly, me and my wife were still freezing cold. Maybe I'll find a picture of it and post it here. I don't know if I will, but hopefully I can find it. But it's a terrible picture. Some dude offered to take our picture, and well, he did it really. Apparently like he'd never worked the camera before, because you look at that picture and it's like, my God, we could have taken a crappy selfie better than that. That's kind of when our crappy selfie thing between me and my wife started, was at that time. Now it's kind of a tradition. We take a vacation, we got to take at least one crappy selfie. Just that's yeah, that's narrow. Definitely a one-lane road here. Oh, cool. Little waterfall down there. That's cool. If I could run that track, I don't think I could. Nice little lake up top here with a killer view. Just a little bit. Now this route I'm taking isn't the route that most people take. Most people take the other one. It's just this is how the route worked today. We could do it for a nice route. Maybe start your day going north out of Cody, make your way basically up to Red Lodge, and then go take 212 down to I can't remember the highway number. I'm gonna put a map up here to show you. And then from there you can take the Chief Joseph Scenic Highway or like that Indian Pass, and that'll get you a nice loop back into Cody. Or if you want, driving Yellowstone, however you want to do. Everybody used to tell me how great this ride was, and I always thought, man, you guys are idiots. It's actually not that good of a ride. It's cold as hell. The road's rough as f. This helps. When you got a decent road under you, it makes a difference. It makes it a little more enjoyable. Plus, it's not freezing cold either. I will say this, if it was going to be cold today, I would never come up here. Or, I did this trip in conjunction, I went to Yellowstone and Tetons yesterday. If it was going to be cold today, I would have came up here yesterday and went there today. Or went here, yeah. Yeah, there's the top right up there. By the way, if you don't get a picture of the bike at the top, don't be complaining, because sometimes you just kind of got to park where you can. Chances are you're nowhere near the sign. And most of the time they don't let you even park near them anymore, which is annoying. Well, I understand why though, because, well, it's a cluster. People can't just take their picture and go. Like usual on mountain passes, especially with these older gold wings, especially the 1800s, the earlier 1800s, make sure you're keeping your idles high, because it's pretty easy to overheat up here, especially if you don't fill your coolant right on your Goldwing, which a lot of you don't do right. So well, the coolant blew out on him. He was all worried that the radiator is bad. Well, come to find out, he filled his coolant at cold. He thought the full mark on the coolant was cold on the overfill. That's not. No. On Goldwings, operating temperature is full. So if it's full on operating temperature, you're good. If you check that and it's empty and it's not running operating temperature, you got to run the motorcycle at operating temperature. Because if you don't, you won't get an accurate reading. Then you're going to overfill it, and then the coolant's going to start spewing out on you. Now, one nice thing about the 1800s is when it spews out the bottom, because the overfill's on the side, close to the bottom, but still. And he was adamant after that. Oh, he had radiator issues. He had to trade the bike. And I'm like, no, you ain't got any radiator issues. You overfilled it. You know, he said, oh, it always ran hot. Well, what do you mean hot? Like, was it in the red? Well, no. Well, if it ain't in the red, then you're good. But whatever, that's the way that guy was. Little lake. Harley Davidson. Well, it can't be too bad up top. That one lady had shorts on. I don't know, man. I'm going up a mountain pass. I can tell you I ain't wearing shorts. Well, I'm on a bike, I ain't wearing shorts, but if I do wear shorts on a bike, I ain't wearing shorts up a mountain pass. That's for damn sure. So it must be stifling down in Cody and Gray Bull and Red Lodge today then. Probably not Red Lodge. Red Lodge is high enough. Hey, there you go. Some more views for you. Look at that. Huh? Ah, there's some snow. You tell, we are getting high now. 66 degrees. You don't think it's high, it's August and there's snow. We're high. Now granted, you can get this high in Colorado and it won't be near as cold, but you also got to understand there's a heck of a lot of latitude. There's a lot of difference that latitude makes between here and Colorado. Well, you can see in the tree line. Most places, especially southern Colorado, your tree line's damn near 11,000 feet. Whereas here, it's a lot closer to 9,800, 95 even. Look at that. The other time when I came up here at the V-Star, it was cold enough up here that at that time the V-Stars all called for 2040. The problem was when you go with the 20 weight, it'd get cold on you. You wouldn't quite register you had oil, because it's not a pressure gauge on a V-Star, it's a level gauge. So going into Cook City, it was oil pressure light, oil pressure light. Oh crap, look, we got proper oil and everything, and nothing bad. I also didn't understand that it was just a level light, not a pressure light. Had oil in it, was kind of riding it going, well, I hope to God it doesn't blow an engine on me. I asked the mechanic about it. Sure enough, you run 2040 in them V-Stars and it gets cold, it tends not to register it in the little sensor. So if you have a V-Star and you're having those kind of troubles and you're running 2040, maybe switch to 1040. That's what Yamaha calls for now anyway. I'll say this, we're going to hang up on top for a little bit because I'd like to pull this brake down a touch. Oh yeah, this road's so much nicer now. Look at that view. Woo-wee. Yeah, baby. Is that the sign there? I think that is the sign. No, it ain't. I think it is.